President. Oh, we're live now.
We're live.
I think
Oh,
we're
now
live.
we're live.
I
Now
think
we're
we're live. How everybody doing?
Hi, everybody.
How you doing? How you doing?
Good. I hope there are people here.
I hope so. Are people here? We don't know.
We don't know yet.
We don't know. We're still trying. Presentation trying to get up, so
Yeah,
we're gonna be there in a little bit.
So give us a second or two. I hope everybody is in a good mood.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna talk about some interesting things.
Mm-hmm. Important things.
Yes.
Yes, important.
And hopefully everybody will participate.
Yes.
All right. Sean said, I'm here, and that's all that matters. Okay, Sean. All right.
Okay, loading in. All right, so we're getting there. We're getting there.
Presentation's almost ready. Almost. I think we're up now.
Yeah, we're there.
Okay.
We're there.
Hi.
Yes,
Welcome.
we're here. Yes, we are.
Everybody.
Yes.
We're gonna get into it. So
we didn't do our thing though.
Well, we're gonna get into that.
I'm sorry.
So, welcome to Unpub Nunpub. I think
Nunpub.
I put Unpub instead of Nunpub.
Unpub Nunpub.
Close enough.
But it's close to Unpub. Yeah, so we're doing all right. We're all right.
Hope everybody is warm where they are, because we are not.
We're not.
It is cold in the Midwest.
Very snowing.
And we have snow.
Yes.
Lots of it.
Yes.
For us, anyway.
In nowhere land. We're in nowhere land in the middle of.
Not. That's in the Midwest. That's somewhere.
We're in a farm. We're in the farm area. We're in a farm
Omaha
area.
is not a farm.
It's almost.
No,
it's almost.
It's a city.
If I'm seeing farm commercials on my TV, we're in the farm.
That's okay. It's a city. Even if you do pass a lot of cornfields.
Yes, and we're a small city. Yes, we're small. Yes.
All right, so let's go with the first slide, and then we'll get into who we are and what we're doing here.
Yes.
Okay, let's keep hitting. So why representation matters. That's what we're going to talk about today.
Very important.
Yes. Next one, please. And so we're going to talk about the importance of representation in board gaming.
Yes.
Next one, please. And just showing a little diversity there. And we're ready to go on to the next slide. So this is the order of the presentation. So the first thing we're going to do is next. We're going to tell you who we are and give you a little bit of our background.
Yes.
Next, we're going to talk about, we're going to do an icebreaker where we're going to talk about things we have in common and things that we don't have in common. So next. So what exactly does representation, and we do the air quotes because, it's how you feel about that particular question, that particular word, representation.
Yes.
But we want to kind of define it and what it really means, at least from our perspective in the board game hobby. And next, what does representation in the board game hobby look like?
Yes.
What does that look like? How do you know that we have representation? What will it look like to you, or how can you identify it? That's the question.
Yes.
And next. Something else? It should be one more. What's the benefit of representation? Why do we need it? What's the benefit to you, to me, to the board game hobby as a whole? I think we have one more. We're going to have some questions and answers. Hopefully you have some good questions. Hopefully we have some good answers.
Hopefully we have some people there.
And then from that, we'll just end the presentation. So let's keep it moving. So first of all, who is Our Family Plays Games? Let's tell them who we are.
You need to tell them who we are.
Okay, for those of you who don't know us.
Yes.
I'm Starla.
I'm Mick.
And we are
Our Family Plays Games. Boom! Yes.
Now, there is one other person missing.
Yes, one.
And that is our son, Grant.
Yes.
He's our editor. So he doesn't do the presentations with us. That if we were live, you would see him because he'd be running all the computer stuff. But because we're not live, you're not seeing him today. So there are three of us in this Our Family Plays Games group.
Yes.
But a little bit of our background is on the screen. We're Our Family Plays Games. We are an LLC. We're a family-owned business, and it's our mission to promote growth and awareness in the modern board game hobby, along with spreading the importance of diversity and inclusion within the hobby From day one, our goal has been to bring more BIPOCs and families into the board game hobby. And we launched our social media in 2018, which helped us establish ourselves and give ourselves a voice and a presence in the hobby. But by 2020, in January, we started putting videos on YouTube. And then by June of 2020, we were contacted by and featured on Good Morning America. And since then, we've been featured on several programs and in publications and like NBC News Online and Senate Magazine in the UK and Ligadas.com in Brazil. And we've been on a variety of YouTube programs in the US and abroad. We've been on podcasts and we're on local television. We've been on our local television station 2 days a week on Saturdays and Tuesdays for the past 2.5 years. And we're still on TV every week, 2 days a week, and people get a chance to hear us talk about board games. And then we added a new program at the beginning of 2022 called OFPG Voices. And with OFPG Voices, we wanted to highlight and showcase underutilized and underrepresented voices in the hobby. We wanted to give people in the hobby who, have different ways of life and different cultures and look different from a lot of people in the hobby so that they could be seen and recognized and that their voices could be heard. And so that's why we did OFPG Voices. We've continued to grow that program. In 2022, in January, we started with about 6 people on board, and then we ended 2022 with 14 voices who have been featured on our show throughout the year. And now going forward in 2023, we're doing something different. But we're not going to tell you about that right now.
Not going to tell you.
We got some good stuff coming up.
Yes.
So start watching our show every Sunday and then watch our Voices show every other Wednesday, and you'll get a chance to see what we're getting ready to do.
Yes.
So last thing, we work as cultural consultants for Board and Dice and for the Center of Learning Through Games and any other company that reaches out to us and wants us to, weigh in on something that they're doing that they think may have some type of cultural impact that they need someone to look at. We do that for them. Our background is such, I have a college degree from the University of Houston in communications. And then Mick holds a degree.
I have a degree in marketing from a historically Black college and university called Prairie View University. Yes.
So we both are professionals. I have over 20 years in the marketing field, and Mick has, over 20 years in
human resources. I got 20 years plus.
Well, yeah.
Yes, 20 years plus. I
didn't want to say the plus.
Hey, just go ahead. I've been in that 20. Thing for a long time.
20 is already a long
20
time.
20 plus, yeah.
So that's who we are.
Yes.
So just so you have a little background on who's talking to you and why, and if we have any, real knowledge about the subject that we're talking about. So hopefully that helps there. So let's move on to the next slide. Okay. That's just a picture of some of the things we've done.
Yes.
And just wanted you guys to see us. Wait a minute. Okay, so I'm sorry. Next, it's actually they moved. I forgot.
Yeah. Oh, you moved it. You did a lot of animation in this thing. I tell you.
I would love to take credit for that, but that is all Grant.
Yeah, it's all Grant. Yeah, that's Grant. Yeah,
and had everything moving, and I love that. So it's just a few different little clips and pictures of us in action.
Yeah.
Okay, next slide. So we are going to do an icebreaker called "We Have Something in Common."
Okay.
So everyone who's here, I want you guys to start thinking about things people have in common. I don't want to say there are no wrong or no right answers because it does vary, but I just want us to get that thought process. So hopefully you can type in some answers to these questions and we can kind of talk about them. So let's go to the next slide. First one up. We want to list 3 things these groups have in common and 3 perceived differences. So let's start with the first one. Let's go down the line. Men versus women. Is there anybody in the room now who can tell me 3 things that men and women have in common? No?
Keep moving.
Well, for one thing, they're both human.
Humans.
Exactly, humans. they have some of the same features, eyes and nose.
We all want to eat. That is so
we
true.
like to eat.
Yes.
We grow.
Yes.
You know, we go from babies to adults. We all do some of those same things. What else do men and women have in common?
We have like different, we can fear things, we can love things, we love. We have
ambition.
We have ambition.
Yes, we have air. We breathe oxygen. Yes. That is correct. So that we have so many things in common.
Yes, we're human.
We're human.
We're human.
We want families. We want careers.
Yes.
We all want that.
We all want
that.
We want that.
And then there's some things that we have that are different.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe it's our sexual orientation could be different. Maybe it's the color of our hair that's different.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's the color of our eyes that are different. Or maybe we, have different skin tones, men and women. So there's so many things we have in common and so many things we have that are different.
Yes.
Oh, somebody said jobs.
Yeah, jobs. that could
be
true.
That could be the same or different.
The same or different. Yeah.
So next one is LGBTQ plus cis. I hope I got that right.
Yes.
So what are the things we all have in common?
We're human.
Same thing as men and women. We're human.
Same thing.
We grow.
Yes.
We start as babies.
Yes.
We have careers. We have ambitions. We like some of the same things. We like board games. So we like some of the same things. We all love. I love that.
Yes, we all love.
Yes, we all love.
Yes.
And then there are things we have different.
Yeah.
Maybe we see life differently, or maybe we've had different types of experiences in life, or maybe we like different foods. I mean, there could be anything that we can hang on the differences, or we can hang on the things we have in common.
Yes. Yes.
So we say Asian versus Latinx. I'm giving you all these groups, but when it really all boils down, it's kind of the same things. We're human. We have jobs. We have hair. We have career goals. We want love. We breathe oxygen. Somebody said we go to the movies. We have pets. So no matter what category I put in here, if they're human beings, we could have some of the exact same things on the common side, and we could have some of the exact same things on the different side.
Somebody said glitter preference on that. I like good glitter. Don't think I like good glitter. Come on now. Hold up now.
So that's something we have to think about, because you got American versus non-American. Americans, we like board games. We got a lot of non-Americans who like board games. So it's just this line where we try to put up these categories to try to differentiate, but really we are the same.
Yes.
And that's the point of the icebreakers, to think about the commonalities that we have.
Yes.
The commonalities.
Yes.
All right, so let's move on to before we move on, anybody else have anything they'd like to add? Okay, somebody just said hee. I love it. All right, so let's move on to the next one. So what does representation really mean?
Yes.
Does anybody have an answer for that? Just waiting for the chat. See if anybody pops up with an answer. If not, I will go on and I'll give it my best shot.
Give your best shot.
Okay, so let's go on to the. Wait. Opportunity and visibility. Yes, that is true. Being, what is it? Able to see yourself in media you consume. Yes. The ability to see something and see a part of yourself in it. Yes. Love. Exactly. Let's go to the next slide. You keep hitting it. Okay, so the first thing, we think it is bringing people together. It allows an experience that is inclusive and can be shared by all, and it guides discourse about real people, similarities, and differences, like we talked about earlier. Number 2, it's validating identity. It makes everyone feel as if their race, gender, and culture are valued, accepted, and understood.
Yes.
Number 3, accepting other cultures. It challenges perceived cultural norms and brings about acceptance and understanding of others. Number 4, it's being a catalyst for change. It makes people question and challenge what they may believe to be normal and view those norms from another's perspective. Number 5, creating connection. It makes people feel connected to each other. It helps them understand that we are all human and have the same goals, dreams, and desires, even if we approach them from a different cultural perspective. I think that's my last one. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Hit it again. We got another one. All right. So we want to ask, what does representation in board gaming look like? So we just got some images here. So we can just keep hitting. I think there's another one and maybe another one.
Well, that's us.
And another
that's
one.
That's ours.
Yep.
Yep.
Another one.
Yep. Marcus.
And so for us, we look at representation, and when we go to a gaming event, we want to see groups like we see in this first picture here.
Yes.
We want to see people from all races, all walks of life, all genders, just sitting down together at that board game table, having a good time, not worried about our differences, and just focusing on those things that we have in common. And then we put up our OFPG voices. We put 2 of those up to show you guys the representation that we have on our show. We want everybody to be heard. We don't care what walk of life you're from. We want you to be heard and be seen, be appreciated, and validated. And the representation, we have Marcus here, this one with the gaming box. He works as a game designer. He just came, his newest game just came out. He's working on Lord of the Rings game that came out.
For Ravensburger.
Ravensburger that came out to Target. That's representation, because that's an opportunity that a lot of men of color don't get a chance to participate in. So we're really happy to see that he's involved with Ravensburger. And then here's a couple here, the Petries. They're a Hispanic couple, and they have a new game out. Well, it's not new now.
Not new
It came out a couple of years ago called On the Rocks. So they are game designers that's published their own game. And that's what representation looks like. Being able to see a variety of people consuming this hobby and enjoying this hobby right along with everyone else.
And if you can look in episode 7 of the voices on the end, that's for Tessa. And for Tessa is also a board game designer. And
24.
24. Yeah, 24. That's a 7 is 24. Yeah, on the far end is for Tessa. And she is a great, board game designer, and she's just coming up, and we love it. We love it.
And then we also have someone unique in voices, and that's at right here, 22 on the end with the black t-shirt. His name is Daniel. And he does a segment on our show, and he does it all in Spanish.
Yes.
And we use subtitles in English.
Because we wanted to show you that we come in all different ways in this hobby, and that we should get used to it. This should be normalized instead of just going somewhere and just seeing one color. It should be all colors of the rainbow and everything. Yeah.
We want to see a variety of people having a good time.
Yes.
So we love doing that, just being able to put everybody together and have this, what they call a melting pot in America.
Yes.
So yeah, we love that. So that's what it looks like to us.
Yes.
So what does representation look like to you? Is it something similar to what we're showing right now? Someone said Marcus. 2 + 4 is close to 7.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's close to 7.
All right, so let's go on to the next one. Oh, some more pictures of representation in board gaming. So this is Dice Hospital. To be able to see, this is the box.
Yes.
So to be able to see cover art that shows diversity, that's what representation looks like. Someone said, yeah, this is what I want all my games to accomplish. I agree.
Cool. Yes.
So hit one more. So then this is from Above and Below. And what we love about Above and Below, Red Raven Games, is that his cast of characters are so diverse. And we really love that he just puts everybody, whether you're young or old,
look like a fish. Everything.
He's with everyone together.
Yes.
And I love that about Ryan Lockett. I think that's awesome.
Yes.
So that's what representation looks like to us. Okay, let's do one more. So now we know what it looks like. We know what it is.
Yes.
So what is the benefit of representation? So let's hit another one. So we get a chance to learn from each other. Another one. We see games played from different perspectives.
Yes.
We foster a sense of community for everyone. We create safe spaces for all.
Yes.
and having games that highlight all cultures, not just a few.
Yes.
And that's what we're striving for. With what we do on our channel, we just want to see more inclusion where everybody can feel like they're a part of this hobby, where everybody can feel comfortable when they walk through the doors at a convention or a gaming event. That's the benefit. When you have representation, you show it, you make it a realization that when anybody comes together, they feel like they're a part of that.
Yes.
So that's so important. Next. So I think that's it.
That's it.
That's it. That was a quick presentation.
That was a quick presentation, but it was an important one.
Yeah.
You know.
So I hope everybody got something from it. I hope I didn't rush it too fast.
No.
But if you have any questions, please put them out now. We'll try to go through them. But that's really what representation means to us, and our goal for this hobby is to see more of it.
And definitely from a board game perspective, I mean, we want to see more themes. You know, themes about different cultures and different people and different things. You know, I mean, just so much that you can go to Rome. Rome and in the Middle East. I mean, we want to see other stuff.
Thank you, William. We love you back.
Yeah, we want to see other things, other themes. And it's so many stories out there to be told.
I agree.
So many stories.
I agree.
So that's
our lives are so much richer when you can see.
No. Go back to Q&A. We're not done. Go back.
Our lives are so much richer when everyone can participate.
Yes. I
mean, what would we do without all the different foods that are
out there? I know.
Just all the foods you get to eat from different cultures. Yeah. Oh my God.
And then also another thing is just the going into different cons and stuff and not, being, am I okay here?
Yeah.
Do I feel safe here?
Yeah.
Because we want everybody to feel safe.
Exactly.
And feel welcome.
Yes.
And, sometimes we have to admit we haven't felt that welcome.
No.
Or that safe.
No, which is why we exist.
Yeah, that's why we decided to do this,
So that we would feel safe when we go to conventions and feel welcome. And we do feel it a lot more now.
Yeah.
We really do. Any questions? No?
No questions?
Nothing.
Y'all got us here now. Come on, give a little question or two. You got us here. Okay, we got one. All right.
Do you have good advice for designers not to be appropriative and include diversity well?
Well, the first thing I tell you, get a cultural consultant or just talk to somebody. Or, which is a good thing, Google it. Should I put this in there? Google it.
Yes.
Google it.
Definitely, so that you don't offend somebody or insult someone's culture.
Yes. Google it. Or if you're really, really serious, just say, hey, let me talk to a culture consultant for a little bit and see if this is right to do. But definitely do that.
Exactly.
Any other questions?
But also to make sure always include diversity.
Yes.
Yeah. And like you say, don't cop out and just put in animals.
Yeah, don't cop out, y'all, and put in all animals. Don't do that.
Yeah,
don't do that. Yeah.
It just takes a little extra effort to do research, but and it doesn't take that much to just make people look different.
It don't make that much. Yeah.
Someone said it's slow typing today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there are good ways and bad ways to do it. Yes. I've got lag with video compared. Oh, okay. That's okay. We're here, so we can wait it out. So if you have a question, ask it. We'll hang on for a few more minutes, and if not, we'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
Hopefully, this presentation, for those of you who are here, that it just gave you maybe some food for thought so that you'll think about it and be more mindful of how you treat people when you go to conventions, or if you're designing a game, how you include others and how you represent them in your games. It's just important to be mindful of that and considerate of other people.
Okay, here we go. Got one.
Can you recommend cultural consultants who have board game experience? Do they need board game experience?
Can we recommend us?
Well, we have us, and then there's Jason
Perez.
Stories.
Yeah.
Yes. It would be wise to have somebody who understands board games, but maybe not necessarily just somebody who understands culture.
Yeah.
I know we were working with, was it Board and Dice, and they actually went to the Chinese consulate.
Chinese consulate.
They went to the Chinese consulate to get advice on their game that's out now called Terracotta Army.
Yes.
So maybe not. They may not need board game experience, but you may want somebody who has that as maybe a sounding board for you.
Mm-hmm. And then I know that, our friend who's a professor, Jade,
that's right,
she's a professor of history. She's not really into board gaming. She's getting more into it, but that's someone
she's been a consultant.
Yeah, she's been a consultant
especially on historical games.
Yes, but she's been a consultant because she can just help you, know you're not going the wrong way on something. Yeah.
We have another one.
What would you say are the same examples of games that? There we go.
What would you say are some examples of games that exemplify representation?
Well, we just said it just a second ago. And
Dice Hospital.
No, the one is that Dice one, Hospital, and then also
Above and Below.
Ryan Lockett's whole series of games. What is that? The World of Arzium. And that's Above and Below, Near and Far. Here and Now. He got all of them.
Yeah.
And I mean, he really shows diversity. He puts everybody in everything. Old, young, black, white, fish people. He just does everything. Yes. And that's just a great example of, just showing off diversity.
Yeah, and you're seeing more games that'll put maybe one or two characters that are different. And that's a nice gesture, but it's really nice when you can equalize the playing field and not have 10 characters that look one way and then only one character that looks different. Because maybe try to equalize to have maybe 5 that look one way and then 5 that look different. Let's try to equalize the playing field.
Because it's kind of hard sometimes when we have to fight over the one person of color in a game because there's only one. It's 15 and then it's just one. So let's be mindful that we're playing out there. Yeah, that we're playing games. Any other questions?
So how many of you out there, I have a question. How many of you out there even recognize when a game has representation or doesn't have representation? Is that something that triggers your attention or gets your attention? No? Yes. Somebody else.
We're waiting. There might be some lag.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
Games and media in general.
Yeah. That's true.
Games and media in general.
Mm-hmm. That's true. I agree totally. Definitely. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. Awesome. But definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We do too. We notice it immediately. Yeah.
That's true. Ruth, that word, all he, him. That's true. Absolutely. That's true.
Brings a tear to my eye, which is both encouraging and sad. That's true. Something about the rules.
Yeah, it says noticing that the rules are, starting noticing that the rules that were all he, him, that's changing. Yeah.
Well, actually, on our last episode of OFPG Voices, we have a doctor on there, Dr. Tanya Poveda. She's a PhD from Canada, and she actually talks about representation and inclusion in the rule books.
Yes.
She talks about the publishers who don't do it well, and then she highlights publishers who do it well with having that representation in their rule books and the he and the him and all that. So should be sure to check that out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I say I know some designers have made artwork representation part of their contract expectations.
That's a good thing.
That is awesome.
That's a good thing.
Awesome to know. That is very important. Yeah. Oh, my first rule book was all she, her, but now I go for either they or you.
That's good.
Yes. And Tanya talked about that too. She mentioned that. Check that episode out. But yes, people are being more aware of the lack of representation. And that's good. Awareness is a good thing. It makes us progressive as a society, that we're not just blindly going through life saying, well, that's the way it's always been. But it doesn't always have to be that way.
Yeah,
we have to go forward and be progressive and try to envision a world where everybody can feel like they're part of it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. My first rule book was all gay. I read that one. Okay, this looks good. Oh, wow. Okay, while I might notice now, I have to admit that went all the way to 11 after experiencing media time and time again with close by experience. Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. So now you get a chance to see it. I appreciate that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That is so good that you see it now. That is wonderful. Schoonology. Is that it?
Yeah.
Schoonology?
Yeah. I'm using you, rivals, and players. Yeah.
Love that.
Love that.
Love that a lot.
Yes.
That's great.
Love that.
Yes. Words that are gender neutral.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's great.
And race neutral.
Yes, that is great. Neutral,
yes. Yeah, I love that.
Okay. Because we're all in this together, folks.
We
got to change. We got to push the needle and change this hobby. We're all in it together.
You know, we say humanity is a co-op.
Yes. Yes.
As humans, we have to work together.
Yes. So I think
we got one more. We were looking for representation when you judge. Ha ha ha. Good question.
That's gonna be it's gonna be on our mind.
Of course.
It's gonna be on our mind, yes. And you will get talked about. Yes.
That is so true. All right. If anybody have any other questions, we'll give you another minute or two. And after that, we're gonna wrap this up.
You're gonna wrap it up.
And I hope you guys got something out of it.
Yes.
We really appreciate everyone coming. So thank you so much. But if you have another question, now's the time to send it.
It says, it always sounds like Starla is preaching and Mick is saying yes, like amen. I want to say amen, family. I want to say amen. Because she be preaching. I want to say amen every minute, but I'm trying to be nice.
BGG Sarah, thank you so much. I don't want to sound like I'm preaching, but I do try to get the message home.
Yes.
It is so, so important to me that we work together as humans. It is so important. When I said humanity is a co-op and we put that on one of our shirts, I meant it. When I talk about good humans and people being good to each other, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And my husband is always my yes man.
Yes. Well, you know, like when Starla does the Good Human segment on our RPG Voices show, I mean, she brings it on. I mean, she preaches. And that's all her, you know. She wanted to do that, and we said cool, and she brings it home. She be preaching.
I do Good Humans on the show because, like we always say, whatever biases or whatever things you've grown up with that you carry along, that baggage you carry with you, when you go to a gaming convention or a game day or hanging out with other people, you bring that stuff with you. Yes. So if there's something we can do or say on our OFPG Voices show that can help you loosen that baggage or drop that baggage so that you can be free to be more progressive and forward thinking, then that's what we try to do.
Yes. Yeah. Amen. Amen. Amen.
All right, everybody. Thank you guys so much. We're not going to belabor this.
Yes.
We really appreciate you attending this event. We appreciate the questions and the comments.
Yes.
And we just appreciate you, and much love to you guys from Our Family Plays Games.
No, we love y'all. Know that.